I read about this too, and apparently she's from India. Afterwards, they found out, and she goes, "Fake." And one day she went, "Na na 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 na." We can cut that.
No, I love it.
People like disorganized hair. That is bedhead. And last I heard, the ladies like, what's the guy? The guy from The Bear. Jeremy Allen White has curls and messy hair. And I hear it's all the rage. David?
Well, first of all, the rain is doing a real number on it. Yeah, we started. We're starting with my hair.
It's not rain.
It's so flippy. Look at that, though, Dana.
Well, first of all, I got distracted because you said rain. I don't understand. You mean the atmospheric river? Rain is kind of so 2013.
You know what? No one cares when they have weather porn. Rain gets no views. You have to say atmospheric cloudburst or river or oceanic.
Let's go for a drive. I hear places are flooding. Pineapple Express. I'm getting inside, bitch.
That's what it is. That's a Pineapple Express.
I know. So anyway.
But my hair, look at this side. Dana, I claim and I will go to the wall that's saying this is still blonde and it's fucking gray, that hair. It's so swoopy today. God dang.
Welcome to getting older. I use my
Zoom like a mirror. I'm just like...
Your hair's going to turn a lot blonder as your seventh decade approaches.
Fuck off. Listen, here's the deal, Dana. We have the laughers in the garage this time, and I think it helps. But they're only going to laugh at the quality stuff.
The Professional Laughers Union sent us a nasty email. What are you doing? Do they have a break? Do they have dues? And do they have beverages? So we created a nice environment. They're in a secured location. Yeah. And they're not laughing because they're paid to. They're laughing because they find it funny. Right? That's the dream.
I don't know. Is that what it is? I have to tell you, Dana, this is our second podcast. And when I heard what we were getting for the podcast, I thought it was one episode. And then I realized we have two. And then I realized we have a whole season. So it's not as much as I thought, actually.
Right. We have a very good parent company. It went through bankruptcy and it's really good.
That might get trimmed. Let's hear about your weekend, Dana.
I rarely have these Zoom stand-up dates for a company.
Oh,
but I had one late last night. I went on at like 11 o'clock. So I'm standing.
Did you really
in
go
this
that late?
room.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Standing in this room like this. I'm standing up. What's up? I can't see or hear anybody. And I'm just doing jokes and stand up for like a half hour. Yeah.
God, I think I did one of those. And it's tough.
Comedy waterboarding. Actually, I had the CEO. Yeah. It's like you're drowning. You can't see anything. I had the CEO prompt me, and he was great and kind of a cheerleader. Let's go, everybody. Come on. That's funny. He made his constituents laugh. Yeah. Yeah. And dance and sing a lot of energy because they were going to get dinner after me. And it was like 11 o'clock at night. So between a nice cocktail and a roast beef sandwich was me with my shenanigans, but I still crushed.
Sometimes at the end of a corporate gig, they go, after your 8-hour meeting, before you go get food, everyone's like, and they go, we have a surprise. They go, oh, no. And they go, David Spade. And I come out, da. And they go, fuck, they're counting down the seconds till they get their beef stew. And they're like, oh. When you do these gigs, do you do impressions or just straight stand-up?
Oh, impressions are the best, quick and fast. I just did I started with Biden because the border's all the rage. Now everyone's crazy for the border. Mm-hmm. So I did Biden 3 years ago, and he's at a press conference, Mr. President, do you have any idea how you're going to handle the crisis at the border? And Biden's like, first of all, let's get our facts straight. There's no crisis at the border. Come on. And he goes, how do you know, sir? He goes, because it says so on the piece of paper. Come on.
They just handed me.
It says on the paper. There's the people right there. I close it. And then recently, everyone wants to close the border. Everyone's screaming. Biden's up there. I'll close the border harder than anyone's ever closed the border. 'Cause I know how to close borders. Come on, Jack. But the press is like, but last time, get your facts straight. I'll beat you the hell out of you. Will your dog paste phone his shoulder? Come on, let's do some push-ups. I'll close the border like nobody's ever closed it. The border patrol, the border can't believe it's not butter.
That's a good ending. I got triple lock. Throw away the key.
And now I do. Hunter is the only one who can understand his dad totally all the time. Hey, Dad, what's up? Yeah, I'll go have dinner with you one time. 6:30. 7 it is, Dad. I'll see you then. Don't get mad. Now I'm doing
Cheesecake Factory. We ate there last night. They could say Hunter is an interpreter, and it would probably make more sense to give him money.
Yes. I like Hunter. I have to say, there's something about him. I don't think anyone's having more fun on the planet based on the videos and stuff. He's got a G-string, a whip. He's naked. He just seems to really be killing it on the planet. I mean, he has a lot of fun.
I know. I look at that and I'm like, I never put ice cream on my wiener. What am I doing wrong? This guy's living life. And he's got girls naked everywhere, and he's just always in his underpants. I'm going, when does he get time to do art?
How did you notice ice cream on the wiener? I don't know how many times you've seen these videos, but Neapolitan.
You have to slow it down. Yeah. So my weekend wasn't as fun. I did fly. I did a gig. I'm on tour. So I did fly, but it was the first time on a 737 that they recalled from the Alaska flight. And, Dana, I looked up, which made me nervous because when I looked up the flight, when that door flew off, these people were dead silent. There's a video. Everyone's just quiet. I don't think I could contain it. First of all, the noise of my diarrhea flying out the window would have been a little noisy. But also, I think that's free reign to wail on your call button in that situation. Bung, 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 bung. Hey, I don't want to be a pest. Was there a door when I got on? Because I don't even look anymore, but it's usually just given that there is a huge door that's shut. And then the people on the way back, they said they didn't even know what was happening. It was just so windy. They're like, this fucking blower, is it still going? Shoom. There's my necklace. Shoom. There's my baby. God damn, turn it off. So when I get on now, I just take I think I recommend everyone have a little tire gun. You can get them on Sky Mall. And then you go in.
Right.
And then when no one's looking, you just walk by the door and feel a bit and go, it's got a little give. Make it flush. Hit the wing while you're there.
I love that effect because it's a whoa, dun 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 dun, and that's the David Spade door fly. Right. That was a good bit. I like the voice of the complaining person. Excuse me, can we just? It was like a little
because it's so quiet. They're whispering. They're like, and can I get a Diet Coke? Let me see. Thanks. Shoom. Yeah. Everything goes right out.
I always assume the door's going to fly open. I always assume we're going to crash. So if it flew open, I'd be like, yep, got it. Yeah, me and
just
Dennis
like
Miller
my
were
dream.
the worst flyers, the worst flyers ever, me and Dennis Miller. Be like, Christ's sakes, the door's gone, Carvey. All right. I guess we didn't pay enough for Bob's Burgers and Planes is not going to secure the apparatus between us and the upper atmosphere. All right. Just made that up. Here's the thing. They found out later, David Spade.
Yeah.
That they didn't tighten the bolts. They got all the planes, all the 737 Maxes from Boeing and checked them. The bolts weren't tightened. So somewhere there were mechanics. There was a guy, hey, did you tighten the bolt? Yeah, I tightened it. Did you go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? No, sir. It's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. Oh, my goodness, Clem. Get back on them boats.
Right, it doesn't rhyme. That's the wrong one. I did it with this
it's
Phillips.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Flathead.
I'm going to start doing effects. It's like...
We have a question from the Laugh Squad. What is it?
Would you rather have the door off the plane or the diarrhea poopy aisle?
Oh, would you rather have the door fly off the plane or have that woman at diarrhea that was coming down the aisle?
Oh, I'd much rather have the door fly off or the wings fall off. I don't play. Yeah, Papa don't play diarrhea exploding on a plane. Don't play
really?
that. No, not my thing, not my jive, not my deal. So you heard about my weekend. What about yours? What'd you do?
Aside from my hair being on fucking Poof Patrol, god damn.
Jeez,
I
no
look
wonder
like,
you pulled
Is it Yosemite Sam? I need a fucking Dyson collab. So
those don't work.
I think they're sitting on their keys. I don't think they're laughing this hard. I don't think they're. Are you guys watching TikTok or what's going on over there?
They're good laughers.
They are good laughers. Okay, so here's what happened.
They're good
So
laughers. Okay.
your friend Ted Sarandos works at
Yes.
Netflix. He had a party, kind of like a Grammy. It's the only Grammy thing I did, and he had
Right.
all comedian dinner. Anyone like a Netflix
Okay.
special. So it was super fun. And I know you couldn't go because you were invited, but it was like Ali Wong, Sebastian,
Yes.
Bill Burr, Wanda Sykes, Arsenio, Bill Hader, Mulaney, Kimmel, Chappelle, Chris Rock, Fred Armisen. It was just so fun because everyone's just jammed on two tables, dinner party, drinks for an hour, laugh, laugh, laugh. Sarah Silverman, Martin Lawrence. Man, it was just so packed. I'm not name dropping on purpose, just to say all these comics are jammed in one dinner, which you never really get that or get to see them that much. And no one's going on. There's no cameras. There's no one interrupting you. So you're just laughing. Then we all sat down and ate. And then, Ted Sarandos is going to be on Fly on the Wall. So in about 2-3 weeks. So
Yes.
we're going to go through we're going to break down the whole party with him because it was pretty fun, to be honest, of course. And people say,
So
when you're with comics like that, is everyone funny? And I go, not really. Everyone's trying to be funny. They're just kind of quietly clever, just the way everyone's talking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, a group full of comedians is not the best audience. I mean, because how the rabbit gets out of the hat, So anything that comes off pushy or jokey, like I actually got the church lady dress on and drove to Ted Sarandos, and I sat in my car and cried myself.
That's
and then I came back home because I thought, look, hey, everybody, well, isn't that special, John Mulaney? Hey, Kimmel, wow! So I came back home and I missed the party.
Yeah, I have to say, very few people were dressed as their characters.
Let me do that just for fans of the church lady for a second. Well.
Yeah.
All the jokesters in one little place, sipping their cocktails and telling tales of fornication and sexual jokes, like ice cream on Hunter's wiener. Sorry, call back.
You couldn't even think
Call
of a
back
good,
alert.
clean word.
Well, wiener is good for a church lady. Anyway,
We call it
So
the
then what
frozen
happened?
boner. Well,
why is your church
That's
lady
a-
better than mine?
I'm just doing your impression of yours.
We like ourselves, don't we? We look at our wispy hair and touch it all the time, so our arms get sore.
I do. I'm looking
Well,
at
we're
my
on
fucking swole.
I know we're looking at screens. It's not a normal thing. It's not like Johnny Carson was out there. Could I get a screen right up on my noggin? Could you put a little monitor on the desk so I can look at my noggin while I interview Jonathan Winters? So it's a little funny that way.
The Grammy party was the night before the Grammys, but on the actual Grammys, I don't have too much to say about the Grammys, but I don't know if you saw any of it.
I thought it was
know that
actually pretty cool. I liked it.
Oh, you did like it? Yeah. All right.
The Grammys from last Sunday.
Mhm.
Because it's Friday.
Remember, did you see the one guy? It is Friday. The one guy that got carted away in handcuffs.
Murder Mike, was that his name? Mike the murderer, and then he gets carted off. And then auto theft got 2 Grammys, and they handcuffed him after the show. I mean, these guys got to use
Yeah, I
names
have
like
to say,
Gentle
you're right.
Dan or something. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so
Rapper
there it is.
Killer Mike
So-
handcuffed. Don't make it that easy for the cops. Killer
It's
Mike.
true.
Come on, just be
I
called
mean-
Mikey.
They go, someone in there was involved in some illegal activities. They go, was it Taylor Swift? No, I can't remember the name. Was it Killer Mike? Yeah, it might have been him. Was it Strangulation Steve?
Yeah. What was it, Ken the Knifer? It said physical altercation, and my sources told me Oprah, who's newly lean and strong, tackled Murder Mike. I don't know if that's true. During the break, and Trevor Noah broke him up. Don't know if it's true. I hear stuff. So
I like how you bring in random people from the Grammy. And then Olivia Rodrigo put him in a leg lock.
Olivia Rodrigo, yeah, they were talented. I did talk to Paul McCartney afterwards, about the Grammys.
What did he say?
I can't believe he called me. First of all, I'm such a fan. He goes,
it's perfect for this, though.
This will be hard to get out. Jane, you watching the Grammys? Everybody's doing great. The chins are up. They're all sucked and tightened, And Oprah, doing the Ozempic. I got to say, she looks like a teenager. She's shrinking down. She looks like Tinkerbell. She's a tiny, tiny version of Oprah. She's like getting so small, because of the Ozempic. Works on your brain. Your brain's, you say, I want a cookie, like you. I'd like a cookie, please. If you're on Ozempic, your brain goes, I don't think so. 3, 2, 1. You don't want the cookie. Hypnotizes your brain. That's how it works. And I said, I got to go, Paul. Okay.
Yeah, Paul should be in an Ozempic commercial explaining it. Yeah. Hey, and he's like, don't forget it was on the telly. That's a good English word.
The telly. Oh, yeah. We used to watch the telly. We watched Elvis. Yeah. Elvis the Pelvis, they called him. And he'd strut around and jut his hips forward. And the girls would scream. And I called up John. And I said, in 7 years, we're going to make them scream harder.
Is that true? Is that the timeline?
Yeah. Well, they became girl-crazy teen idol.
Oh,
the timeline would have been Elvis in 57. David, please, I can't explain all my jokes.
I can't. You're not going to walk me through all of them. I understand. But I will say Miley looked great. I saw Miley at the Grammys. First of all, I have a huge, I'm crazy for Miley. I just had looked up her singing Look What You've Done to My Son with Melanie, who's an older singer who passed away. And they did a duet once on that old song. And she's so goddamn good. And then she also did, I think, Like a Prayer. I looked that up. She's so good. Anyway, she had a sweet kind of mullet last night that looked so cool.
Yeah, let's check it out.
A little Barbarella. Look at that. Oh, no. That's
wow. Yes, that's...
someone made that.
That
really? Is cool because I was
Joe
thinking...
Dirt?
No, I actually was thinking last night she'd be great as Joe Dirt's sister if we ever did something with it. Because, I can't find my sister.
She could play that.
But she also looks a little bit like Sigourney Weaver in. Someone said that in Ghostbusters. When she comes out of the fridge.
Cheekbones. She looks really fit. I have to say.
Great.
I mean,
unreal
she's got
voice.
The cool voice. She win something big?
Flowers.
Song of the Year or something?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Something like that,
yeah.
She was
that's
great.
Cool. Did you ever guest on Hannah Montana?
No. Do you want to hear a funny story? It won't fit on this podcast. But
I thought
it's funny.
We're only contracted for 30 minutes. Why give them stuff for free?
Well,
Go ahead.
So I did the old Showbiz show was next to where she did Hannah Montana. And so we had an office right next to it. And so I didn't even know I was saying something that sounded dirty, but they go, you should go over there sometime and say hi because we have shows next to each other. And they go, and so I came back from lunch and they go, were you just over there? I go, yes. I finally stuck my head in Hannah Montana and no one was there. And it sounded like dirty.
Well, David, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird because I was doing a show, and I'm not making this up, called Spoof. It was a pilot for Fox. I did with Spike Fierstein about everything was just commercials and coming attractions. And Hannah Montana was filming right next door to us as well. And they said, do you want to come by? And I said, I don't think so. No,
really?
I would have dropped by. I didn't know.
You should have gone and stuck your head in Hannah Montana.
I would have said, hey, Hannah Montana, I'm from Montana. Get it?
One story I wanted to tell you this week was Sofia Vergara. She plays a Colombian
Yeah.
godmother on a new Netflix show. And her name is Griselda. But the funny thing is, you know what Sofia Vergara looks like. Let's look at Griselda, who she's playing. Did you have a picture of her? So this is this is kind of funny where you go, why poor thing? I don't understand what you're saying, Dana.
Well, because the Ozempic, she could get rid of that. I mean, you need.
Oh, she
she had so many.
2 seconds.
She had so many chins. She needs a bookmark to find her mouth. It's an old joke. Go ahead. All right.
Is that an old one? I was trying to piece it together in my head. Okay, so this is the woman, Sofia Vergara, and I was thinking, why don't they just get someone that looks closer to this? Do you know what I'm saying? Without being mean, I can't say that this woman is unattractive, but I can't say that Sofia Vergara is too attractive to play her. So I'm really sort of stuck here. But show Sofia.
Oh.
I mean, we know what she looks like. And so she has to really tone herself down.
Well,
I mean,
look,
I wouldn't be like, there's our girl.
To your point, I used to wear a lot of rubber on my face and prosthetics to become somebody else. So they're going to have to encase Sophia's head in rubber. And that's really how you get an Oscar. They're going to have to work that. Yeah. You would put a prosthetic under here. You would cut her hair really short, widen the eyes, the mouth. Yeah, you can do it, but it will take 17 hours for every film day to turn her.
Run a cheese grater over her cheeks. No, but can you pull up what she looks like in the movie when they went through all the stuff?
Oh, okay.
God, she's got a square jaw.
They did a really big jaw on her. It definitely hides her. I don't know if they get as close to,
Looks like a Dick Tracy villain. Lantern jaw.
Yeah, she's
no, but it looks like a full square face.
So, did you deliver the package I asked you to deliver? Very good.
Underlay.
Oh, excuse me, just a sec. I know we just keep rolling. Sophia? Yeah, we're showing the picture. You look great. Mm-hmm.
What?
No, David made some jokes. Yep.
No, don't call her.
I'll talk to you later, Sophia. No, she just called me. Don't even pay attention to that. Ring, ring.
Well, I think.
ring. Gazelga.
Gazelga's calling you now?
Gazelga. I didn't mean the bookmark joke. You look great, and I'm sure the movie's going to be great. No, thanks for calling. No, David loves you. He was just joking.
No, hang up on her.
All right. Goodbye.
Jesus.
Don't call me again. President Biden.
Okay, this is an actress. This one's. Well, maybe might get rid of this one. What is this woman's name? Because it has to do with cervical cancer, which is not the most hilarious topic. But this is just an odd story because this Bollywood actress, which I kept reading it going, they keep spelling Hollywood wrong. But I think Bollywood's a real place because after the 10th one, I go, I think they're doing it on purpose. So her name is Poontang. What is her name? What is it?
Poontang Lalibaba. Oh.
Okay. She
yes.
died with cervical cancer, and then 3 days later, she said, "No, I didn't." So they said she passed away on Instagram.
Wow.
Her family confirmed it, and then 3 days later, she goes, "Ta-da!" Anyway, no, but it is serious. Cervical cancer is a bad thing, and you should get checked out. And everyone's like,
"No, but faking your own death." And I read about this too, and apparently, she's from India. Afterwards, they found out, and she faked her own death. She went, "Na na 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 na." We can cut that.
No, I love it.
No. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. And that one went. So, my question to you, Dana.
What is he doing?
No, I like it. Is that, does that make you mad or is that normal? I don't know how to take that situation. Like, are you allowed to be mad at that? Well, or not?
No, I would say the ones that frustrate frustrate me. I had a little pop. The ones who frustrate me, who are because people want clicks, right? They want views, they want attention, and then they're like on a cliff. Hey, take it, So this is now the next level. Fake your own desk, because look, she trended globally. Probably made a deal with Revlon or fakeyourownedeath.com. Hired her as a spokesman, but it's all related to that. Got to get clicks. So
yes.
What is your take?
Because
Are you mad? For her loved ones, it's horrible, but
Well, especially her fans and everyone, and it's such a heavy thing to absorb. But then she said, "Don't be mad at me. Be mad at cervical cancer." And I'm like, "No, I'm mad at you. I really hate cancer, but right now you're winning. I'm mad at you. I'll hate cancer again in a minute, but." This is the first time something beat cancer that I was mad at. But to do that, I think it would fuck with people too hard. It's too
a little
much.
nasty. Yeah, to be honest, yes, a serious opinion.
So
don't
thirsty.
do that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Cut to Greg editing this. Do you have a scissor effect? You're good at effects. No, I don't have a Trump. I just have this. I have little hands doing things.
When you're in a tight Zoom, you're like this. I'm Trump. It's fantastic.
This is
you got to squeeze it in.
They locked me in the closet. I can't get out, and I'm in here, and I can't get out.
That's Trump and Coach. He doesn't have a lot of room. He's like, let me tell you something. Okay.
Let me tell you something. My hands are enormous. I don't care what they say.
He puts his hand close to the Zoom like this. Yes. You know, when you take wiener pictures, you got to
do a lot of things.
I'll explain later.
That's two wieners. If you get to 3 winners, a viewer wins a prize. Till I do my red Mickey joke.
You got one? You got a new one?
Yeah, because I was just trying to think of some because I knew that someone might put in there. I'm Red Necky. I came home from school one day. I said, "Mama, you drunk?" She said, "Yeah." Jealous? Sorry. I forgot to say my own catchphrase.
Damn, that's
I'm Red Necky, the redneck comedian.
Yes.
Red Necky, the redneck comedian. I flunked kindergarten. Then my daddy started putting a can of beer in my lunch pail. I passed with flying colors. Come and get some. Come and get some. Okay. You got to do that.
Good. Okay, I'm jumping stories to Donna Kelsey. Who is Donna Kelsey, Dana, quickly without looking?
Travis Kelce's adopted sister.
No, Mom. That was a good one. Lovely woman. She has a new job. If she's working for Ziploc, she has a brand deal. She carries Ziploc around and then she gets paid. So when she gets her picture taken at the game or whatever. So I was wondering, would it be...
I love it.
I wonder if my mom would do that because I think, would you feel like you're making money off this whole thing with Taylor and Travis and all that? Because she's already obviously set, but it would be fun to get a brand deal. And what is her job called? Do we have that? Chief Leftover Officer.
Chief Leftover Officer. Okay.
Put that at the top of the resume.
Here's my take on this. It's called Dana's Take. It's a new, is that nowadays if someone's famous, they can more easily spread it around and get people's deals. Like Elvis was lonely because he's the one who made all the money, and Sonny Ray, his guitar player. Do you ever notice that Elvis, the whole band was really homely except for him? Was he hired really homely
by
people.
Design?
But anyway, nowadays you can just throw a commercial. All your relatives can get deals. That's my point. All your relatives get deals if you're big enough.
Yeah, it's true.
She's the mom and she got a deal. Yeah. Your brother, sister, everyone gets a deal. So I think it's a good thing.
Ziploc gets your 23andMe and starts handing out deals.
You know what I want after last week's podcast, which really did well?
Through the roof.
I realized that I'd never met a Taylor Swift hater, like really met one.
Yeah.
And so I ran into a guy at the gym and he had a t-shirt, "I hate Taylor." So I said, why do you hate her? And he's just like, I don't like anything about her. I don't like the songs. I just hate her. And I go,
So stupid.
but why? I mean, you don't have to listen to her songs. I know I just can't stand her face. I just hate her. She makes all that money and everything. Do you think you're a little
Yeah.
jealous? No, I don't care about that. I just hate her. So I don't get it. Tell
So dumb. I mean, there are people out there that don't know why. I felt bad for the Grammys because
why hate
they're
anybody?
always there. We don't hate her. She's great. I mean, I feel bad that
No,
she's always being
it's-
looked at like, is she laughing? Is she smiling at this singer? Did she not stand up for them? Is she clapping along? I like when she sang along with Flowers with Miley. I'm like, that'd be so fun if you're a singer and there's Taylor Swift, the biggest star in the world, singing along to your song. I would love that. So I think she's
Well-
very nice and tries to be nice. Just she can never do it right.
But
because of
here's
this.
here's my theory. This is another hot take. It's called a Dana take.
Yeah, and then
There's really, really hardly any Taylor Swift haters. She has 300 million fans or 1 billion fans. There may be like 13 of them that really just actively have a lifestyle of hating her. I don't think there are people who hate her. I don't know why anyone would hate her.
no, they just are angry. They just hate the biggest star, whoever it is. They get mad. People like you to be kind of successful, but let's not get crazy. And then they try to go too far, and then I'm not going to like
where
you.
it's too much, and then they don't know the
Yeah.
price that you pay for that kind of fame. I mean, you really don't want that, Trust me,
I don't know the
David.
price. I have to get more famous. Okay, so Dana, thanks for coming and saying
Yes.
hi to me.
It was fun. Thanks for having me on the David Spade podcast.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
can't believe I'm invited every week. I'm very honored. Come on, the Superfly can go as long as it wants. The Superfly can believe it's butter.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade. Charlie Finan of Brillst Entertainment, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it.